There he is. What's up, champ?
Hey, how you doing? I'm not worth sitting there good.
Yeah, my man. You at the gym?
I'm at the gym actually. I'm gonna go outside so I can hear
I
you.
got you. I got you. I got you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. Just still in shock over Saturday.
You're shot, huh?
A little bit. What about you?
I'm doing all right. You know, let me go in the other part. Hold on,
Yeah, no problem.
because it's don't light out there. No, I mean it was it was a good fight. I thought that Spence would win.
You
You
did
know,
you?
so yeah, yeah. I was going for. I was thinking that Spence was going to win, and the reason why I thought Spence was going to win was because of the stiffness I seen in Spence.
Stiffness.
Yeah, the stiffness I seen in Spence. I thought Crawford was going to win because of the stiffness I seen in Spence.
And when?
He's real stiff. He was real stiff, hit the mitts with Derek, and he was
Okay.
like he went to move his head, but he had no rhythm. I was like, oh, I think Crawford's going to get him.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
and I said that on another interview even before the fight. So it's like I just saying right now. I said it before the fight. But there's another thing that I seen that I know that it wasn't really all Errol Spence. I think that Errol Spence, I think that trying to make 147 and not making the weight for so long, and then coming down because it's a big 47-pounder anyway, and then trying to make it, made it really weak. And I think that Crawford really, he took advantage of it. But I'm not saying that Crawford probably wouldn't have won anyway because I was going for him. But I'm saying that I know that's why Spence looked probably as bad as he did. Well, he didn't look bad. He just looked weak.
He looked weak.
He looked weak and not strong. He looked like every time he got hit,
He did.
Yeah, and I really believe that's because of the layoff and trying to make the weight at 147 again. You can't just do that.
How hard, like, from your experience, how bad does trying to make that weight, how's that affect you?
Oh, it affects you tremendously. I remember when I was fighting lightweight, when I was fighting 135, and I would go and spar with Chiquitito, Janelle Hernandez. And Janelle would be like, you're close to 130, you're close to your weight right now, right? And I'm like, how do you know? He's like, I can tell because you're slower and you don't hit as hard and you're not as fast. You're not as fast as when you're like around 140, 47.
Wow.
When you start getting down to your weight 135, you start slowing down. So for Errol Spence not fighting for such a long time, not making the weight, and then trying to make the weight on a big fight like that, that's really hard to do, especially fighting a Crawford that is like, you have to be 100% to fight him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
like,
he wasn't 100%.
What did you see Crawford do right? Like, what do you think he did for that victory to come through like that?
He made everything right. He did everything right. But I'm saying from the beginning, throwing the jab, the way he threw his jab, he threw a nice hard jab and got the respect of Spence. Spence couldn't throw any combinations or anything back because the jab was so hard. But the jab was like a right hand, but he's a switch hitter anyway.
Right.
So, his jab was like a right hand. Every time I hit him, boom, boom. And it was just slowly weakening him even more and more that he was already weak.
Right.
So, I would love to see the fight at 154 because I think that'd be a much better fight at 54. I still pull for Terence Crawford. I think he has the edge still. But I think it'll be a much better fight. It'll be a much telling fight where, it won't look like Crawford just blew him out like he did. Maybe he does the same thing. I don't know. I don't think so. But I think that really was his weight problem.
Could a loss like that affect him permanently?
If a car accident, if he's going 120 some miles per hour, doesn't affect him that much. I don't know. The only thing that can affect him is people saying, "Oh, we don't want to see the fight," and this type of stuff, where they don't understand, that he took the fight because he wanted to make the fans happy. He probably should have took the fight at that time. Probably should have waited to a couple of tune-ups, or make sure he made the weight, or make the fight 154 where Terence Crawford wanted to go anyway.
Right.
But I think they were doing the whole unification thing, and that was what they wanted, both of them. But I think that fight is going to be a better fight at 154. It'd be a much more competitive fight at 54 than at 47 because of that weight. And I know that Terence Crawford was probably drained a little bit too, but Terence Crawford had more time to make 147, get down there, and just a stronger fighter. So I just think that it's going to be a better fight at 54, maybe even 60. I don't know.
Wow. I mean, why do you think that Spence didn't make some adjustments? Because it seemed like he didn't, right?
Because he's too weak. You can't when you're that weak. You can't do nothing. There's nothing you can do. I remember Oscar telling me when he fought Pacquiao, he's like, I seen everything come out. I just couldn't do nothing. He was so weak because I think he went down to like 142 to make sure that Pacquiao knew that he was coming down to the weight when they fought. And I was like, what happened? He was like, I was just so weak. I couldn't even move. I couldn't move my arms or nothing. It's like something that you just can't. When you get that light, when you get that weak, you just can't do anything. You see everything, but you just can't do nothing.
Have you ever felt that way in a fight?
I have, but I never lost because I felt that way, but because I was so much better than them. But I have felt that way, like, God, like I see this stuff coming, I'm getting hit, and I felt the shot. When I was fighting that lightweight, when I had to make the lightweight, I didn't eat for like 2 days, whatever, I would feel so weak. But I was just so much bigger and stronger than them, so they couldn't do anything about it or capitalize on it.
So
that's why I moved up.
When you had that whole 24 hours to rehydrate to whatever, it wasn't enough.
That's nothing because you can't rehydrate fully. I mean, you can rehydrate a little bit, like 10, 15 pounds, but you can't rehydrate fully at that type of time. You know what I'm saying? So I know that, Spence was weak as a dog when he got there. He looked weak. You know what I'm saying? I know Terence is strong too. Terence is a hell of a fighter, and pound for pound, I think right now the best.
Yeah.
Pound for pound the best, but I just know that Errol wasn't where he was supposed to be, and there's nothing you can do when you feel so weak like that. You get hold your hands up, bob and weave, your timing, everything's off. When you're that weak, everything's off. So I was hearing people talk about Derek James not training him the right way. Derek James not training him the right way. That's not true. It's just that he was just so weak, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't do nothing they trained on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know this from experience.
Right.
You just can't do anything. You just feel like you can't do anything. You just feel like,
So do you think we will see a vastly different Crawford in a rematch at 54?
You think you see a what?
At 54, do you think we would see a vastly different Errol Spence?
I think that you'll see a vastly different Errol Spence. I think you see the fight that we want to see with Errol Spence and Spence. I think we'll see the type of fight that we want, more of that fight that we want to see with Errol Spence when he has some juice. He had no juice.
Do you think Errol could win?
It's a possibility, but I still think Crawford wins. I'm a Crawford fan, so I think Crawford's win. I just know the situation. That's why I'm speaking on Spence. But I'm a Crawford fan. I like Crawford.
Right.
I like the way he fights. He has the same mentality I have. He approaches the fight the same way I do. Like, he goes for the knockout. Like, I mean, he's my type of fighter.
Right.
That Crawford is. So I like that. But I'm just saying, I just know what happened with Spence. So I feel bad for Spence because I know that he was weak as a dog.
Wow. I mean, that's insane. What do you think about Boots fighting Crawford?
Oh, that's a hell of a fight right there too. I like that. I love that fight because Boots he's a dog too. He go out there, he try to get the thing done too, and he's sharp, he's fast, he's hungry. That would be a really good fight.
Do you think it's too soon, or Boots you think is ready to jump in now?
Boots is ready right now. I mean, it's a ready fight. Both of them are, it's ready to fight. He's ready. Boots, if anybody's ready, he's gonna be ready more than any of the other guys.
Does Boots win?
I don't know.
Ooh, you thought though. You thought for a second though. You're considering it.
It's a possibility. It's not like it's not. I think Crawford's like, he just got that different type of mindset that he's the top fighter. He's the best. He's a pound for pound.
I
It's
mean,
like him and Tank.
yeah,
It's
him
him
and
and
Tank.
Tank. It's him and Tank.
Hmm. And
And then you have Shakur coming up. Shakur. I mean, it's so many great
in
fights.
yeah. I mean,
Shakur, right?
yeah, Sugar Shakur. I heard that.
Shakur. That's right.
I can't think of a mega fight that was so one-sided. I mean, you versus Margarito was pretty one-sided, but
Like I tell you, it was one-sided because in certain situations, when you go into the ring with certain people, you have to be 100%. If you ain't 100%, you're saying you'll be all messed up.
so to all the people that think that that's an excuse, you're saying that no,
No,
Spence
that's not
really.
an excuse. That's not an excuse at all. I mean, Spence said he didn't get a chance to fight for a long time. Well, he didn't fight for a long time, and then you're gonna try to make what you barely can make anyway from a long time ago. He probably walk around 185, 190 or something. 190, walk around 190 trying to get to 147. That's crazy. That's actually not healthy for him. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No, I know, man. I know.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, look, champ. I know you're at the gym, man. I don't want to keep you. Thank you. Thanks for talking to me. Let's talk soon.
Yeah. Let's talk again, man. All right,
All
brother.
right.
All right, we'll
Peace
talk.
out.